All right, everybody. Hello. Good afternoon. And give me a second. Is it starting up on the GPU? Oh, great. It actually is starting up on the GPU finally for the first time ever. Welcome to a beautiful Phoenix, Arizona here on the ramp with the beautiful Southwest 737-800. Not sure what I had the, if the, what's it called? The thumbnail was in the California one, but we're leaving the West Coast today, so I decided to go back in the typical Southwest blue for our flight from Phoenix to Dallas, two big-time hubs here for the carrier, obviously. We are going to be, just before, we're Southwest, let's see, connecting to VATSIM here, Southwest 2783 today. So let's go ahead and connect up there. Looks like we do have some ATC online here in Phoenix, so that's going to be fun. We are using the Love Cars launcher here, Phoenix to Dallas Love. Parking brake's not set. We got to set the parking brake in order to start our flight, apparently. So we'll go ahead and do that. And yeah, sorry the stream started a little bit late, guys. I was actually working on my first flight in the Delta virtual airline, which was actually really fun. I like the flight attendant briefing and the Delta one a lot better than the one in Southwest. Southwest one sounds like robotic. It sounds like the Delta one was actually like they took a guy who was a flight attendant for Delta and had him do it, so that's pretty cool. But Camus, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Long time no see, man. Super fun. Glad that you're going to be flying along with us today here from, like I said, connecting these big two Southwest hubs here. So going to be a fun flight. A lot of the oh geez, here we go. We got this. So it's happened to us in the 777. No worries. We're not going to use the tablet too much today. We just need to request our data is the big thing, and then get our performance going, which we will get to that point here soon as well. So let's go ahead and pause in it. We're going to go from Phoenix here. Camus, you all loaded in and everything? I'd assume you are at this point. We're going to go ahead and load all that stuff up, set payload, all that good stuff there. And while all that is happening, let's go ahead and get GSX to do some boarding. To your left. Oh, hey there. Looking right at us. All right, we're also going to go overhead and get these guys going. We're going to get, because it sets it up so weird for whatever reason. It doesn't just do like a normal GPU start with like the battery on and stuff. It's literally just the GPU on. So cruising flight level 350 today. So we'll go ahead and set that up, and we'll get our landing altitude set for Phoenix as well, or for Dallas. 487 on that. So we'll probably just at 500 feet. Hope you guys are all having a great Sunday. Hope all your favorite football teams are losing because the Steelers lost. So I want to bring everybody down with me. Here in Phoenix, we'll take the second guy there. That's good. Route uplink is loading. We'll take Southwest, please. And yeah, so I like the flight attendant like briefings and stuff like that from the what's it called here, the virtual airline stuff. I liked the like I said, I really liked the Delta one a lot better. So we're definitely, next stream is probably going to be a Delta Airlines one. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We can get, no, actually we can't really get any good ATIS from there. We'll get it from Navigraph, VATSIM, ATIS, Information X-Ray, 2997. Noriga, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Probably should have said bring everybody down with me. What about on airplane? Probably a good point, but welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're having a better day than I am with the Steelers losing. Even though it was on Thursday, so I guess I guess I'm over it. I guess. But fantasy teams are doing all right, so that's all that matters, I guess. 1506 on the squawk code.
Hello, Captain.
So we'll go ahead and set that up. Nope, that's, oh shoot. There we go, 1506 on the squawk, that's set. And let's see, we've got, we don't need ATIS, and it's just gonna be Albuquerque Center 32-8. I'm a Jets fan.
Checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Well, they're still looking for their first win, aren't they? How'd they end up doing today? Did they Did they do anything today? Did they play yet? Okay, so we've got all that stuff set up for us here. Ada says departing runway 7 left, so some ear ops, some reverse ops today, variable at 3 knots. Is that facts? Are they sending guys that way? Oh, it looks like we have Phoenix Approach online now. Information X-ray. Yeah, it looks like they are landing to the east, so we're going to expect 7 left, I guess, for departure. And also, like I said, we're going to have Phoenix Approach here in a second come up, so we'll have to switch to that frequency. So 7 left we'll expect for departure. Not sure if they're going to give us... they gave us the broke 1 still, so we can still expect that. And it's going to be the Maxo transition. Go ahead and file that there. Going into Dallas Love, I've really been liking doing these RNAV approaches. So whatever approach SimBrief has us in for, 31 right, we're going to look and see if there's an RNAV for it. Because I've actually really been enjoying doing these RNAV approaches, especially the RNAV Zulu approaches with the curved approaches, kind of like Tom showed us the other day. So, and it looks like they do have one, so we are going to expect, we're going to put that in. Why does that end so far away? RNAV Zulu runway 31 right, they do have one. RNAV Yankee 31 right, RNAV Zulu 31 right, and I guess, I don't know, we could take it from either Jalem or Sumlin. Probably just Jalem. We're going to be on the Jeffrey 5 departure with the, let's see here, Turkey transition. Turkey. Getting close to being turkey time around here. All right, let's go here. So a cool thing is with this Love Cars, Lithona, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? They have, like, you can do like dispatch stuff, but it was a little bit weird whenever the first time I tried it for I did a flight out of LA, and it was just kind of backwards and stuff. It is cool though, like the FO will like punch in the numbers and stuff, so that is a fun thing. But yeah, I don't know. So we'll just kind of, what did I say? 7 left we're doing for departure. Route, I think 7 left. I think I saw it right there. Yeah, okay. So 7 left, import, calculate. 49 degrees on the cell temp. And I think it was just a normal takeoff. Flaps to 5, CG, and 142, 144, 148 on the V2 speed. And we could take a look at our departure procedure out of here right now. Climb maintain 8,000. So we'll go ahead and set up 8,000 in the FMC, and off runway 7 left 078 heading to Broke. So 078 heading, and then as long as that's good on fuel, that seems like a lot of fuel for us. It is about a 2-hour flight. It was a little longer than what I thought it was going to be, but 20 point nothing on the fuel, so that's pretty close, I guess. So we'll go overhead and we can get the fuel pumps on real fast and start up the APU here as well. And we can go outside for that. Yeah, definitely need a Phoenix scenery. Doesn't feel right being here with no scenery, I feel like. We're going to be on Volanta today, as well as the Southwest... going to be on Volanta today, as well as the Southwest Virtual Airline. So that should be fun. And on VATSIM. So we got all kinds of stuff going on here today. It looks like there was Phoenix Approach on, or is that just Albuquerque Center? Oh, that's just Albuquerque Center. Okay, never mind. So we will just be doing that today. In terms of the approach, I'll pin the approach for now. I'm not 100% sure on what we're going to do with that yet. But yeah, we'll just pin it for now, and get her going here shortly if you're ready to rock and roll here, Camus. Performance, the takeoff data, we can just request it real fast from Love Cars. We'll hear the bing bong in just a second. Not that we're really gonna, there it is. Not that we're really going to be needing it, but we'll do it. And then does it need me to... You forgot that I think I'm fine. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we'll be ready here in just a second. I guess these are just taking an extra second to load up. Oh shoot, that's on the wrong setting. That would be why. Hopefully that doesn't do anything. My third flight in a while and first VATSIM in a bit. Fair enough, man. Fair enough, yeah. I applaud you for hopping right back into it here, but yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good here. We've got all of our numbers all set. We're just waiting on boarding to finish up, which it looks like it more or less is. Oop. And then let's see, anything else from the VATSIM guys? He said 350, maintain 8,000, 350 and 10, departure frequency 32.8. He doesn't say to call him for push, so I'm not planning on calling him for a pushback. Let's see what the ADA says on here. Do not overshoot final. Yeah, so probably not going to be calling for a pushback, so we're just going to go ahead and send it here in just a second. Southwest 2783 is the flight number. There is everything. We are pretty much finished boarding. I just want to make sure that this ends up being okay. I don't know if there's really anywhere I can... Hope it didn't mess us up. He does not want us calling for push. Okay, good. Good to know. I don't know if I should just redo this. Should I just turn them off and turn them back on? Let's see if that works. We'll have to give it a second here. We'll go ahead and listen to the frequency though.
Southwest 191.
See if anything's too loud or not enough. And we're gonna wait to call for pushback and departure because it gets so ridiculously annoying when they call over and over and over and over and over again. We are going to though, we can do this. We can go to the menu, ground services, remove the chocks, which should remove the rest of that stuff. And then we should be able to I wonder if I can auto... Sure. We can get the new cutoff switches in there. That's kind of cool. In the 800, it feels good to have them.
Sector 807 Albuquerque Center, good afternoon. Radar contact flight level 340.
Mexican Aviator, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Camus over on Twitch said I asked if you needed us to ask for push. Okay, and he said no. So that's good. Window shades, yes. Oh, okay, we can pull those. That's cool. Alright, still waiting on the IRSs to align. I'm trying to see maybe if there's an auto align. Is that in the EFB maybe? Upgraded to Microsoft 2024
Flight
to 4 days ago to
1571
work.
is going to be holding short 7 left at Echo 3.
Yeah, it's
Southwest 191, say altitude passing.
Passing 2,600.
better for you, man.
191, radar contact.
I can't even get it to work for me at all, so.
191.
Frontier Flight 1571, runway 7 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 7 left, Frontier Flight 1571.
Exec Jet 807.
It runs smoothly now?
Discretion cross shock at 1
I don't even know how you've been able to
knot.
get it to work.
Altimeter 29907.
Oh man, I really hope I don't have to like. I don't know if you want. I think we're good.
Scottsdale altimeter 3001.
Yeah. I'll definitely do it. I'll push without. Especially, well, where are you? Are you this? What are you? Are you Southwest 1485? If you're 1485, it might be a little tougher for you just because there's an active taxiway behind you. But like, I'm pushing right into the alley.
Give us a altimeter check.
1546, Phoenix altimeter 29907.
Dude.
97, 1546.
I don't know how much longer to sit around and
at Jammo, cleared approach, runway
mess
8.
with this versus just to restart the sim and just do this over again.
Roger that, J-mail, clear.
Is there like an auto
a
way to instantly set this or anything?
Frontier Flight 1571, Phoenix reporting wind variable at 3, runway 7 left, cleared for takeoff.
7 left, clear for takeoff, Frontier Flight 1571.
It's all the Airbus stuff.
American
Yeah, I was just looking at the
Albuquerque
ops.
Center, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. American
There wasn't anything really in here, unless maybe let me see.
Roger,
I
contact
know.
Albuquerque
Welcome
approach
back. It's good to have you here, man.
27.4, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think so. There's nothing here. Yeah, I did. I said it. Maybe if let me turn them off for like a minute or so and like really see if it'll.
Southwest 191, climb and maintain
Can I
level
clear it?
260.
191.
No, I can't really clear it, I don't think. Alright, I'm gonna give this till like, I'm gonna give this another like 4 minutes.
Albuquerque Center, Frontier Flight 1571, passing through 3,200, Firebird 1.
Frontier Flight 1571, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 210.
210, Frontier Flight 1571.
Yes. Okay. Alright, it should start working now. And then TCAS should come back on because I said TCAS off, but it should come back on. Alright, so it should just be a matter of time till this starts working. Unable to what? Unable required nav, perf, RNP. Okay. Well, you know what? It worked. And then the RNP just came back into the green, so we're gonna go ahead and prepare pushback and departure.
Challenger 172, Sierra Tango,
That's a good
contact LA
spot.
Center 126.52, see you later.
All right, parking brakes
Okay,
released.
726.525.
We'll get the yaw damp on. We can get the. I'll wait for the pro beats. Actually, we'll get those on, and we'll get
Southwest
the.
3948, leaving my airspace to the Fort Worth Center's offline. Radar services
Get
terminated.
those bad
Change to
boys
advisory
off. Let's go ahead and
frequency
start
approved.
up
See ya.
engine number 2.
Order advisory, Southwest 3948. Have a good one.
Southwest 1546.
You didn't set the perfect
Very low,
either.
3 runway 8 clear to land.
Thanks for the Wednesday clear to land runway 8, 1546.
A safety information card is in the seat back or
All
literature
right.
pocket in front of you.
What are we again? Southwest what? Southwest 2783.
Pull the loose strap to tighten. To release,
Beautiful,
loose up on the buckle. Position your seatbelt tight and low across the
Boris
hips.
sounds on the
Anytime
737.
you are seated. There are 8
Whatever you want to do, Camus. Feel free, man. Feel free to lead if you're ready, but
and 2 exit doors in the back. Signs overhead and lights on the floor lead to exit. If an evacuation is necessary, follow flight attendants.
I'm gonna be
and
ready here in
exit.
a minute or two.
This
So
aircraft
if
is
you want to
equipped
just
with
wait,
life raft.
that's cool
2
too.
life rafts are located in the forward ceiling
Let's set the parking
compartment,
brakes
and
here
2
in
life
just a
rafts are
second.
located in the
Start our
ceiling
cutout. Let's go ahead and turn
compartment.
number 1.
Center, Philly 2425.
Parking brakes set.
Use the life vest under your
Position
seat.
start.
Forward.
Remove
Grid
the
on
vest
position
Good,
from
engine
the
starts.
2425 Albuquerque Center, good afternoon.
Pull the red strap to open the container and remove the pouch. Remove the vest from the pouch as shown on the safety information card. Place the vest over
And
your
this
head.
is the
Wrap the strap around your waist.
flight
Buckle it in
attendant
front.
pre-flight briefing as a part of
Once outside, hold down
the
on red
Southwest
tab.
Frontier flight
Place the vest
virtual
One landing
airline.
level
Place
320.
below the cubic controller.
320,
Light
Prince
that
5,
turns
15
on
Central.
automatically in the water. Please refer to the safety information card for use of a life vest on the engine. Flight attendants will distribute additional vests as needed. We are coming by to check that your seatbelt is fastened. Your seat
The
back
boys
and
are all
tray
bundled
table
up here
are
in
in full
Phoenix. It must
upright
be
and locked
freezing.
position, and your carry-on items are completely under the seat in front of you or in an overhead
Okay,
bin,
starter
leaving
cutout.
the
Let's go to
area
flaps
from the seat
5. Guess I could have waited on that for a second, but so we'll go ahead with the engine gens. Everything's good to go there. That's off. APU off. APU bleed off, and auto all across the board. 35,000. All that stuff looks good. And just like that, we're about ready for taxi.
Federal aviation regulations require passenger compliance with a lighted passenger.
All right, we're gonna say he's moving. It's gonna yell at me, but we're just gonna rock and roll with it.
Seatbelts and smoking. Needed. 4 oxygen masks will drop from a compartment overhead. To activate the flow of oxygen, hold down on the mask until the plastic tubing is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Secure the mask with the elastic strap. Although oxygen will be flowing, a plastic bag
Center,
will
good afternoon.
not
Southwest
inflate.
2783 coming out on
Continue
Bravo,
wearing
ready for taxi with
masks
X-ray.
until otherwise notified by a crew member. If you are traveling with children or anyone needing special
Southwest
assistance,
2783
put on your
Albuquerque
mask
Center, good
first.
afternoon. Runway
Please
7 left,
remove
taxi
any
via Echo
covering
3.
before donning an oxygen mask.
Echo 3 to, was that 7 left for Southwest 2783? What did he say?
Southwest 2783 affirmative.
Now sit back, relax.
It sounded like he said something center.
20 minutes flight
Don't know why.
Southwest 4013
What's up, Camus?
at Balti, cleared approach, runway 7 right.
Okay, sounds good.
Southwest 4013 center.
Go ahead, Southwest 4013.
Southwest 4013 at Balti, cleared approach, runway 7 right.
Sounds are so good,
At
bro.
Balti for runway
Literally
7
sounds
right,
like we're on a
Southwest
737 right now. Echo 3
Southwest
to
4013, just to clarify, that's at Balti, cleared approach, runway 7 right.
runway 7 left, so we got a little bit of a taxi ahead of us here.
Runway 7 right.
So we got love cars pulled up on the other side. This is our, let's see, what flight is this for us? I don't know if there's actually a way that I can look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be our 4th flight with love cars and the Southwest Virtual
Southwest
Airline. So it's been a lot
1485
of
on the
fun so
ground
far.
at Phoenix.
Dude, I love the Volanta thing. I wanted to.
Delta 71 Juliet Sierra Albuquerque Center, good afternoon.
I wanted to update it, and I totally forgot about it. But you don't even need to update it. It just.
Southwest 1485 with X-ray at Phoenix.
It just
Southwest
automatically
1485,
updates, man.
Push
Love
on to
it.
Delta, approved tail east.
Southwest 1485,
Yeah,
clear
KMS
push on Delta, tail east.
That was probably, I think he has a stream unit, but that was probably good you called because, like I said, you're pushed onto an active taxiway, so that probably is better that you do that.
Frontier Flight 3253 Albuquerque Center, good afternoon. Runway 7 left, taxi via Echo Echo Tree, give way to the southwest, Airline 737 on Echo.
All right, we'll speed it up for Frontier a little bit.
Southwest 1546, welcome to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. Exit on the runway to your right when able.
Southwest 191, requesting your 10 minutes to board.
Live with time, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. We
Southwest
said I just took off
191
out of Phoenix.
unable, I have a
Dang, bro.
handoff for you in a moment.
What's your flight number? Are you on VATSIM?
Albuquerque Center, 200-246-52, Alpha 8, looking for taxi.
You have him in a
Southwest
holding
191, contact
block or
LA
what?
Center 126.52.
Phoenix, San Diego, you're going the other way. Calling call sign first because of dispatch with train stuff. Do you like work with trains,
Southwest
Camus?
191 Center.
I saw that in your profile pic.
Southwest 191 Albuquerque Center.
Simulation. Is there like a Microsoft Flight Sim for trains? Like with controllers and stuff? How does that work? That's a train. The train side of things has always been something that has like fascinated me with like how it works with like, I don't know, radios and stuff, and like what an airline or like a train like operation is like. I guess I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Ready for taxi.
Explain low quality but good
American
physics called
3057
Run 8.
Albuquerque
Okay.
Center, good
And they have like
afternoon.
controllers and stuff?
Runway 7 left, taxi via Charlie Sierra Echo Echo 3.
Yeah, he's coming from all the way from up
Taxi
there.
7 left via Charlie Sierra Echo Echo 3 for American 3057.
Southwest 1546, taxi Terminal 4 via Sierra Delta.
Is he too loud on my...
Alright, it's Terminal 4 to Sierra Delta for 1546.
Is there anything like... I guess I've always just been curious of like how it works. How like a normal like train operation works in terms of like controllers and stuff like that, you know?
United 2466, runway 12, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 12, taxi. Alpha.
Southwest 191 Albuquerque Center.
This guy, he's goner, bro. So we'll go another LNAV VNAV on the ground for now
West
if we
1485, ready for taxi on Delta, that's right.
Southwest 1485, runway 7 left, taxi via Echo Echo 3.
Runway...
Lips up and welcome to the stream. You're driving the train, something
American
gets in your way
3057,
turn.
to that
You
Southwest
can't,
airline
bro.
pass in front of you. Southwest 1485, runway 7 left, taxi via Echo Echo 3.
7 left via Echo Echo 30, Southwest
Alright,
1485.
let's see if he gives it to us here. Southwest 2783, shorty 7 left, ready to go.
Southwest 2783, wind very well at 3, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff.
7 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 2783. Here we go!
Southwest 191.
Ah, right on,
Center.
Ty. Well, right on, man. Let's get some togas in the chat, boys.
Southwest
Lights are
191,
on.
Contact LA Center 126.52. Trying to call you.
Let's boogie. On the broke. Oop, my bad. Spool them up, fitty. Auto throttles.
Southwest 914 Albuquerque Center. Hello.
Here we go,
Maintain
toga.
flight level 360.
Southwest 2089.
Yeah, why didn't he give me a fix? I don't know. Airspeed's alive.
Southwest 2089, push start at your discretion, advisory is taxing.
Flight rest of taxi, Southwest 2089.
V1.
Rotate. Rotate. Let's boogie.
Positive rate.
Gear up. What's up, Camus? Little wing rock for Camus.
Southwest 4013, Phoenix reporting wind variable at 3 runway 7 right.
Our
clear to
jaw
land.
says go Packers. Why does it sound like a prop aircraft? It shouldn't.
United 24.
That's like a prop to you, bro?
Clear for takeoff.
You hear that?
Southwest 2783, say altitude passing.
Come to 2500 Southwest 2783.
Southwest 2783, radar contact on, maintain flight level 210.
Flight level 210 Southwest 183. Alright, flight level 210 is set for us. I'm sorry, lowering our nose a little bit, get some acceleration here. Hard Josh, the Packers end up, do they play in the early window or are they playing now? Let's go flaps 1.
United 253, contact LA Center 126.52, see you later. United 253, contact LA Center 126.52.
Halftime, another of my boys. Does Romeo Dobbs have any touchdown catches? That's the only thing I care about.
Frontier Flight 1571, contact LA Center 126.52.
Just got cut off by American, really?
See you later.
126.52, see you later, Frontier Flight 1571.
Frontier Flight 3253.
It's probably the
runway 7 left, line
controller's
up
fault
lane.
because he didn't say whether or not he didn't say anybody give. He didn't tell anybody to give way to each other, so it's alright. Probably tough for him to run ground and everything at the same time. No tutties yet? Oh jeez, Hard Joss. Hard Joss, how's your rotation going?
American 1309, Albuquerque Center, good afternoon.
Alright, we're pretty much straight out now at this point, so let's just go ahead with the autopilot
Sierra,
on.
Echo 3.
Those can come off, and we can get the taxis off for now. Yeah, we just keep those off, I guess.
Frontier Flight 3253, wind variable at 3. runway
Cowboys
7
are not
left,
going to the
take
Super Bowl
off.
with that horrendous defense. Offense is really good. And you're welcome for George Pickens. That's a great pick right there. Yeah, I believe we're on Valanta here as well. We're back to having 800,000 things open at once here. Been office, we got nice, delirious. Dude, don't tell me you did the thing where you were swimming on him. Yeah, I don't know why
American
George does that.
3057, runway 7 left, line up and wait departing traffic.
He's reckless, bro. He's reckless.
Line up and wait 3057.
Next stream will probably be in the Delta virtual airline,
Southwest
just because.
2783, climate maintain flight level 350.
Level 350, Southwest 2783. Alright, we're at through 10,000 as
American
well.
2466, day altitude.
350 is set.
American 2466, correct, United 2466, day altitude.
35,000 there. Zone temp, what is it?
United 2466, radar contact,
What is
climate
it?
maintain full light level 390.
Up to 290.
Does it want a cooler or colder or what?
Southwest 189, ready to taxi.
I don't know. I think we're good in terms of.
Frontier Flight 3253, day altitude.
Maybe that should be open. I don't know. I think we're good on the overhead.
Frontier Clear flight 3253, try again, the altitude.
Please do not form a line in the forward lavatory. Your safety will always be our number one
Clear flight
priority.
3253, radar contact 3,900, climb and maintain level 0.
Rainy day over here in western
Southwest
PA.
4013 is cleared, runway 7 right.
Southwest 4013, lost you on my ASDEC screen. Please turn your transponder back on, hold short to runway.
But beautiful out here
7 and left, departing traffic.
in Phoenix.
Hold short
Like I said,
7
next
left.
stream will probably be in the Delta VA because I really like that the flight attendant announcement was pretty cool.
Southwest 20.
Have field day taking nighttime screenshots? Heck yeah, dude. What are you gonna fly tonight?
Southwest 2089, runway 7 left, taxi via Echo Echo 3.
7 left via Echo Echo for Southwest 20.
Has Danny Dimes thrown any tuds yet? 17 points for Danny Dimes so far. We'll take
Southwest,
that.
correction, American 3057.
Romeo
wind
Dobbs
variable
has
at
7
3, runway
points.
7
What's
left.
that? I mean, that's not
Clear
too
for takeoff.
shabby.
Clear for takeoff.
I'm looking pretty good to win my one game. I think it's kind of 50-50.
Southwest
Ooh, 777.
1485,
You doing
runway 7 left,
777-200
line up
or
and wait,
300?
departing traffic.
7 left, line up away, Southwest 4885.
Yeah, well, I might not have a huge chance to win my other game because this guy's freaking kicker put up. He had the guy McPherson. He put up 17 points. My guys have just. CD Lamb's got 22.
Southwest 4013, we've been having trouble with it all flight. Don't walk up ground and have to get
4013, roger. Thanks
Need
for trying.
Bijan to go crazy again.
Have a great
Dak to
night.
throw some touchdowns. 200?
Thank you for your
That's sick, dude. I'm honestly so jealous. I want the 200 so bad. It's completely irrational. I should not want the 200 as bad as I do, but I
Hello.
can't help it.
Time and maintain level 360.
Love that Valanta bar at the top of the screen there. I think it's still so cool.
1200, about 40 miles to the west of the Bay Area airspace. At flight level.
But this guy just, no, never mind.
Simply 1200 Albuquerque Center.
Hopefully we get some ATC on in Dallas Love there. That'd be fun.
Simply 1200,
Just want a Neo.
Get that honor, 7 or 8.
Bro, imagine the,
Simply 1200, not a problem. Let me know when you're
I
back.
want the 220 pretty bad too. The 220 is going to be sweet.
Albuquerque Center, Delta 802, good evening, requesting taxi.
Delta 802, Albuquerque Center, good evening, runway 7 left, taxi via X, correction, taxi via Charlie.
With the
Sierra,
verse of the day
Echo,
up,
Echo
I'm really, I actually really like this verse of the day a lot here.
Taxi via Charlie Sierra Echo 3 to 7 left, Delta 802. Thank you.
Southwest
Really like that verse of the
1485,
day.
wind variable at 3, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff.
Dang, you're just taking off?
7 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 4885.
Fuel's time to turn it off the center tanks and 318,000 will go at standard altimeter settings.
Frontier flight 3253, climb and maintain level 280.
Beautiful.
Albuquerque Center, 3420 on the ground, Phoenix, waiting Mike, taxi near 7 left, taxi right.
What?
Blocked.
Citation 0 Charlie Mike, looking for 10 to 15 away.
Citation 0 Charlie Mike, approved. Let me know when you're back.
We'll report back, 0 Charlie Mike.
Center, Southwest 6428, lane Mike, taxi 07 left, Phoenix.
You're gone. What are you logging off? That's it.
Okay,
you mean?
West 6428, Albuquerque Center, good evening, runway 7 left, taxi via Charlie Sierra Echo 3.
Albuquerque to the FedEx point. Located FedEx Cargo Rapid, passenger dash, different.
FedEx 1 Mike Kilo, Albuquerque Center, good evening. Stand by for PDC, it'll be a minute.
Copy.
With Toga exploding.
Echo
Oh gosh. That's brutal.
And then Center for Southwest 2428, can we accept that new rerouting?
There's a
Okay,
bug on
West
my screen. I thought it was
Say again?
another plane for a second.
Can we get a new routing sent via DM?
Roger. Roger. I'm plugging that in right now.
Thank you very much, Scott.
Southwest 2089, we're calling from 7 left.
Southwest 2089,
Jumped
runway
and
7 left,
flipped
line up
off
and
the
wait.
runway. That's pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie.
Sky 6428.
You did say it was your first time flying in a while. You flying the PMDG or no, you're in a Max?
Transition.
So was that the
Red
iFly?
Bull 1 arrival.
Alright, clear to
Is that another? Oh, that's
Harbor
2.2.
transition, direct Carib, join the Red Bull 1 arrival, Scott 2428.
Skyway 6422, read back correct. Forgot to tell you about that Delta that's pulling out in front of you. You'll follow him to runway 7 left.
It is all good. We'll follow that Delta to US 7 left, Scott 2428.
Yeah, it was good to have you there for a little bit.
Phoenix information, Yankee, now current wind calm altimeter 299.5. El Paso information, Lima now current, wind 200 at 7, altimeter 3014. American 3057, climb and maintain flight level 280. American 3057, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Oh my.
Roger, thank you. Southwest 2089, wind calm, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff.
7 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 2089.
American 3009, runway 7 left, line up and wait, departing traffic. Executive 807. Scottsdale reporting wind calm, expect visual approach runway 21, altimeter 299er. Executive 807, descend 18, 8,000.
Envoy 4021, information, Yankee, request taxi. At Phoenix.
Who is that requesting taxi?
Envoy 4021.
Envoy 4021, Albuquerque Center, good evening. Runway 7 left, taxi via Charlie, Sierra, Echo, Echo 3.
Seven left via Charlie Sierra Echo Echo 3 for Envoy 4021.
JetBlue 1200, back with you.
JetBlue 1200, roger, thank you for reporting back.
You're welcome.
Albuquerque Center, good afternoon. American 427 with you, flight level 380.
Amos, where you been though, bro?
American
What's been going
427
on? What
Albuquerque
you been up to these days?
Southwest 2089 with you, 4200 for 8,000.
Southwest 2089, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Up to flight level 210, Southwest 2089.
68807, redirect Scottsdale Airport, east, maintain 6000. Jet 807, Scottsdale Airport, center 12 o'clock, about 10 miles towards field of sight. Expected date is 07, roger. Cleared visual approach runway 21 at Scottsdale. Delta 802, contact Phoenix Tower, where did he just go? 120.9er, see you in a few.
120.9er, thank you.
Skywest 6428, contact Phoenix Tower, 120.9er, see you in a few. Envoy 4021, contact Phoenix Tower 120.9er, see you in a few minutes. Envoy 4225, contact Phoenix Tower 120.9er, see you in a few. American 1309, wind calm, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff. Deck Jet 807, Scottsdale wind calm, runway 21, clear to land. Delta 501, contact LA Center 126.52, see you later.
We'll start thinking about what kind of flights we want to do tomorrow with this.
Frontier Flight 3253, contact LA Center 126.52, see you later.
VA, let's see, are we at 350 yet? Not quite yet, we'll get terrain off for now. Excuse me. One says a 370, let me see, what's prog say? Or is it
2089, Summit maintain flight level 320.
Optimus 370. We'll maybe ask for 370. Center Southwest 2783, any chance flight level 370.
Southwest 2783, amend altitude, maintain flight level 370.
370, Southwest 2783, thanks. Holy smokes. Figure it out here, buddy. Alright, 370, we have it set there already, and we're not going to forget to set it up here like we have been doing. So we'll set 370 there, and all around just getting into flight level 300 now. And we've got about 500 miles to go till top of descent, which will be just about an hour from now, it looks like. So.
American 1309, say altitude passing. American 1309, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 210. American 3057, contact LA Center 126.52, see you later.
126.5.
American 1838, descend via the Eagle 6 arrival, Phoenix landing east, information Yankee is current. American 1838, center. American 1838, descend via the Eagle 6 arrival, Phoenix landing east, information Yankee is current.
Descend via the Eagle 6 flight, landing east.
Albuquerque Center, Delta 802, passing 2800 for 8,000.
FedEx 1 Mike Kilo, we're calling ready to taxi, correct? FedEx 1 Mike Kilo, runway 22, taxi via Juliet Niner, Juliet 1. Delta 802, Albuquerque Center, radar contact, climb and maintain level 210.
210, Delta 802.
Alright guys, give me a couple minutes here. We're going to go ahead and eat. So just give me a couple minutes. We're trying to request a step away here. And Albuquerque Southwest 2783, can we step away for about 15 minutes?
That's Southwest 2783.
Yeah.
2783 approved. Just let me know when you're back, please.
Call you back. Alright guys, give me a couple minutes here. We'll be right back.
American 1309, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Albuquerque Center, 0 Charlie Mike back.
0 Charlie Mike, welcome back.
Albuquerque Center, Southwest 2428, we are back with you 2,700.
Skywest 6428, Albuquerque Center, hello, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climb maintain level 210, Southwest 6428.
Southwest 914, welcome back. FedEx 1 Mike Kilo, wind 190 at 7 or 122, clear for takeoff. Southwest 2089, contact LA Center 126.52, see you later.
126.5 Southwest Queens.
Skywest 6428, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Maintain level 260, Skywest 6428.
Delta 802, climb and maintain flight level 350.
What's up for Delta 802?
Delta 802, affirmative, climb and maintain flight level 350.
350, Delta 802, thank you.
FedEx 1 Mike Kilo, Albuquerque Center, recycle your transponder, make sure you've got 4122.
Envoy 4021 is with you, 2500 for, climbing on DC3 departure.
FedEx 1 Mike Kilo, radar contact 5700, climb and maintain flight level 280. FedEx 1 Mike Kilo, correction, I just saw your, I saw your altitude there. Climb and maintain flight level 210. Envoy 4021 Albuquerque Center, radar contact 3700, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climb 210 for Envoy 4021. Envoy 4225 Albuquerque Center, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 210. Up to flight level 210, Envoy 4225. I'm looking for center bidding until 15 ending with you, descending via the Hydra 1,
Southwest 5890 Albuquerque Center, good evening. Descend via the Hydra 1 arrival, Phoenix Landing 8, information Yankee is current.
Alright, we have proceeding and to provide on Hydra 1,
Envoy 4021, climb and maintain flight level 280.
280 for Envoy 4021.
1344, leave my airspace to the east. Forward center is offline. Radar services terminated. Change advisory frequency approved. See ya.
OD is off, Southwest 1344, thanks for the ATC. See you next time.
Contact LA Center 126.52. See you later.
126.52 Ghost, 26 aircraft 6428. We'll see you.
Envoy 4225, climb and maintain flight level 280.
280 Envoy 4225.
Envoy 4225, what's your indicated airspeed?
Envoy 4225, we're keeping it about 280 up in the climb here.
Envoy 4021, what's your indicated airspeed?
We're at Mach point 55 or 280 knots for Envoy 4021.
You're 280, the guy behind you is 280, but you guys have a 30 knot difference in your ground speed. You both using flight sim weather, live weather?
Yeah, mine's live weather. Envoy 4021.
4225, I have live weather as well. I'm climbing through 18.5, 280, indicated Mach point 595.
Envoy 4225, roger. Reduce to Mach 0.55 or less. I'll speed you up once we get a little higher.
Alright, 0.55 or less, no worries for Envoy 4225.
Envoy 4021, Mach 0.60 or greater.
Mach 0.60 or greater for Envoy 4021. Albuquerque Center, Walker 41, heavy at 40,000.
Walker 41, Albuquerque Center, good afternoon.
Envoy 4021, just to confirm, do you want us to be at Mach 0.56 or do you want us to be at Mach 0.56 or greater?
Envoy 4021, looks like we're not going to fix this with speed restrictions. He's got 50 knots on you. Well, now he's slowing down. Envoy 4225, are you slowing down to Mach 0.55?
Yes, sir.
Roger, thank you. Envoy 4021, let's just say best forward speed, so Mach 0.62 or greater, while he's restricted to Mach 0.55 for the moment.
Alright, we'll go best speed for Envoy 4021.
Southwest 914, contact LA Center 126.52, see you later. Southwest 914, contact LA Center 126.52. See you later. Southwest 914, Albuquerque Center. American 1309, leave from airspace to the north. Denver Center's offline. Radar services terminated. Change advisory frequency approved. See ya. Envoy 4225, center. 4225, go ahead. Envoy 4225, we're going to have you go ahead and give me a right 360-degree turn, and then proceed on course. Alright, I'll do a right 360, then I'll proceed back on course. I'm sorry about this. The CRJ is a challenging aircraft with no auto throttles or anything along those lines. 4225, no problem, we'll make it work. Alright, I'll be making that right turn. Southwest 914, Albuquerque Center. Southwest 914, contact Los Angeles Center 126.52. Have a good night.
Albuquerque Center, Chowder 517 on the ground at Roswell to I partner 2 cranes, KPHX.
Chowder 517, Albuquerque Center, good afternoon. Clearance request, stand by. Envoy 4021, what is your planned cruise speed today? Mach what?
Just 1 second. We put it in max speed as SMS, given it 320 knots. It doesn't say Mach, but should be around 0.73, I believe, for Envoy 4021.
Envoy 4021, Mach 0.73, not like 78.
Might be high.
All right. I'm back.
I'm trying to figure this out right now.
Romeo Dobbs is so good. Let's get him a touchdown. Come on, Hard Jaws. I need a touchdown from Romeo Dobbs, bro. Chris Orbich, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. I don't know about you guys, but I have Christmas spirit in me. Bro, they're putting up a Christmas tree in our town already. It's kind of crazy. It's in our Southwest 2783. We're back.
Envoy 4225, planned cruise.
Yeah, the I feel with that. I feel the Christmas spirit though, Mr. It's right around the
We're
corner.
planning the cruise.
Or if you just get a huge overhaul, like a new cabin. Yeah, they could use a new cabin.
0.84 and as low as.
They could use a new cabin. I feel like this is pretty.
4225, Roger. I appreciate that. Maintain Mach point 7.
Pretty basic cabin from PMDG here, which, you know, around here we're not like huge cabin guys around here, but definitely like a cabin like the iFly is really cool. Like where you can open the overhead bins and stuff like that, and so many interactive things. It's pretty cool, but also don't really need that either. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot better cabins out there than this one.
Envoy 4021, Roger. In that case, maintain Mach 0.75 or greater.
0.75 or greater for Envoy 4021.
Envoy 4225, maintain a Mach 0.74 or less for spacing. Envoy 4225, did you copy that? 4225, say again, sorry. Envoy 4225, maintain Mach 0.74 or less for spacing. Alright, 0.74 or less for Envoy 4225. We need to keep it at 0.74? Stay firm. Alright, thanks. 4225. Southwest 5890 at Balti, cleared approach runway 7 right.
Balti clear, 7 right approach for Southwest.
All right, so let's talk about the hard drive. So you still here?
I should keep that or I should just up to 7 right.
Southwest 5890, you're going to sidestep that over to runway 7 right.
And
Alright, we'll up 100% right for
Southwest 5890, contact Phoenix Tower 120.9, see you later.
Phoenix Tower, so today next.
Envoy 4021, contact LA Center 126.52, have a good night.
LA Center on 126.52 for Envoy 4021, we'll see ya.
Envoy 4225, contact LA Center 126.52, see you later. Alright, over to LA Center for Envoy 4225.
so for those of you guys that don't know, we're having a
American 18
group flight on the 27th of the month here, so just over a week at noon on the 27th. We can put some suggestions in the video suggestions chat. I'm thinking I like the Albuquerque Center Southwest 2783. We're back.
Southwest 2783, Roger, welcome back.
Hey, thanks. So yeah, we're doing a group flight on that day. It could really be whatever
Frontier
route.
Flight
Doesn't really
1755 Albuquerque Center, good afternoon.
doesn't really matter. I want to do something cool though. Like I want to do one of those cool approaches. Like Aero dropped something in the video suggestions recently.
Current available advisory to copy.
It looks like Dublin to Lick J. I remember Lick J, LICJ. That's a. I remember that airport. That might be our leading option right now.
Chowder.
But yeah, just so you guys know, that's what we're thinking. So 27th at noon. Drop some suggestions if you guys want. But yeah, I like the Ryanair flight there that Aero put in the Discord. So.
Will be with me, squawk 0710.
Alright, clear to Grand Canyon National, radar vectors on, as filed. 170 and then 430, 10 minutes after departure with you, squawk 0710, shelter 517.
Cheddar 517, read back correct. Advise ready to taxi.
Lip said I'm allergic to the Ryanair.
21
No, you're not,
departure,
bro.
altimeter.
You're gonna fly
3013.
Ryanair with us and you're gonna like it.
Alright, we'll advise and ready for taxi. Expect 213013. Chapter
17.
Who's Sunday Night Football tonight? Do we know? Limp, I don't know if you're a Dolphins fan, but your Dolphins stink.
Frontier Flight 1765, approved. Let me know when you're back.
Guess I'll be in the Airbus Aer Lingus. You in an Airbus? Okay.
Walker 481 descent via the Bear Tree arrival. Expect RNAV, RNP Zulu, runway 22 approach.
When I watch football, I'm a Denver fan. Well, I'm watching Denver get whipped right now too, so it's unfortunate.
Walker 481
The Giants are back. Oh my gosh. They're catching deflection touchdowns. Are we for real? Los Angeles Raiders was my second. They're in Vegas now. That's crazy. I'm thinking we're gonna stay in the 737 again tomorrow. I'm pretty sure here with Delta out of Denver. Baltimore Colts. Oh my gosh! Wow. That's pretty wild, man. That's pretty wild.
Albuquerque Center, American 427.
American 427, go ahead.
Yes, Center, American 427. Can we step away for about 5 minutes?
American 427, approved. Let me know when you're back.
Will do, thank you.
Dang, they got some long flights. Yeah, tomorrow I think we're going to take the Delta 737 up to Salt Lake City, and then we'll do some connecting work from there. But What about Seattle?
American 1838, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000.
What's the route you're thinking about doing the 27? That's what I was talking about earlier. I think I'm that whatever one Aero recommended in there right now. I think that Dublin to LICJ, whatever route that is, because I think that's one of those routes with one of those pretty cool approaches that I wouldn't mind doing. So. Did your seatbelt signs off yet? Oops. Oh, what's the matter with the temperature back here?
American 1838, turn right heading 260, Phoenix Sky Harbor, currently at your 10 o'clock, 8 miles report to field site. American 1838, roger, cleared visual approach, runway 8.
Yes. Yeah, he is a real Boeing pilot. Tucker Craft touchdown. Let's go. That's huge. That's in my other league, though. I think I'm pretty handily winning that game. I don't know what's happening in this other league. It's not letting me. It's not loading.
FedEx from Mike Kilo, go ahead. FedEx from Mike Kilo, no problem at all. Net altitude maintains level 250. Be advised, I don't have any precip showing on my screen.
Roger.
Roger.
I think we should do a route that makes it feel comfortable. That's fair.
United 2466, leaving my airspace to the north.
Well, we were just talking about routes. Like cool approaches that we could do, and he was saying there's some of those pretty cool approaches over in Europe.
Chatter 517, runway 21, text via Alpha Bravo.
21 via Alpha Bravo, Chatter 517.
United 2166, contact Denver Center 127.65, see ya.
Wonder what the 7.5 Canada 24.
Gosh dang it.
Capital 6 for everything.
Okay. Well.
Pacific 5425 Albuquerque. Was that handoff for me?
Negative.
A northern South American mountain route. Hey, well, the last thing you suggested was great. That approach down in Rio. So why don't you drop another suggestion, man? We're always, we're open to suggestions around here.
Center American 427's back.
American 427, roger, welcome back.
You know we're open to suggestions around here. Okay, sounds good. You know where to put it. Or if you think of any now. We'll do the verse of the day while we're chilling out here at Cruise, Psalm 5110. So again, most of the Psalms are written by David. So this is also the song, what's the show? Is it called the Song of David? No, what's the show? House of David is a great show on Amazon Prime right now. Season 2 just came out as well. It's really good. Talks and it just gives you a good visual of everything, of kind of how David lived and what he would have kind of been through and his rise in the kingdom of Israel. But anyway, that's a pretty cool show. But yeah, so David wrote most of the Psalms. And here we are with Psalm 51:10. Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. So with these with these one-liners, I always like to look at Enduring Word to really see what the context is, because I feel like the verse we did last time was not. It was definitely one of those verses where it was like, okay, you needed some context, because it was Paul writing to the not the Philistines, the Philippians, and you know, it's like, oh, that verse could be taken out of context to just be like some verse about like love and like loving, you know, a girl or something like that. But it's like, no, it was about Paul was writing to the Philippians, like it had no like romantic, you know, background. So it's important to think of the context when you're reviewing these verses and stuff like that. So let's take a look at 51:10. Create me a clean heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit with me. Do not cast me away from your presence, and do not take your Holy Spirit from me. So David felt it wasn't enough if God simply cleaned up the heart he had, because David also very troubled, right? Obviously with the whole Bathsheba thing, and that was a big deal, and all that. So David has had his faults, right? That's for sure. So he wanted a new heart from God, a clean heart. David anticipated one of the promises to all who believed under the new covenant: I will give you a new heart and put in the spirit within you, take your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. So that's what David wanted God to do with him, is create a new heart within him. Renew steadfast spirit with me. Along with the new heart, David wanted a steadfast spirit to continue the way of godliness. This expressed a humble reliance upon the Lord. So humble reliance upon the Lord is what he was looking for with a new spirit, a steadfast spirit, or a firm spirit to resist the devil. Steadfast in faith is something else he was potentially asking for. And then whenever he asked God to not take his spirit from him, obviously he's saying, you know, this was him expressing his reliance upon God and asking for the clean spirit, but also didn't want him to just clean his spirit and then kind of forget about him. He wanted to make sure that he stayed with him as well.
Southwest 2783, leave my airspace to the east. Forward center is offline. Radar services terminated. Change advisor frequency for see you later.
Over to the dark side, 2783. Good night, Sue. All right, we'll go ahead and load up that. Let's see, how far are we from top of descent? 168 miles, so we're getting there. We are getting there. This was a longer flight than I thought it was going to be, by the way. I thought this was only going to be like an hour-long flight, and I looked at SimBrief, and it was 2 hours of airtime. So definitely a little bit of a longer flight than I thought. But anyway, Limp said, is that kind of the same as being born again? Yeah, David is kind of asking for that, right? Like, so this is obviously before Jesus. David is writing here in the Old Testament. David lived before Jesus, so there was no, I don't think there was baptism yet. I think that came after Jesus. So that wasn't a thing. You know, accepting Jesus into your heart wasn't a thing. It just didn't exist yet. So David is asking God to renew his spirit, and kind of, you know, a baptism in a way. You know, you talk about being born again, that's kind of the symbology for baptism, and I think it's kind of the same what David is asking for here, but it's just before baptism was really a thing. So yes, that's a good question, and I think to answer your question, that would be yes, it is like being born again. But just in a way of before there was Jesus and before there was baptism. Because David was obviously like anointed by God, chosen by God, like, you know, he was already chosen, already, you know, I guess, you know, secure in Christ. But, you know, again, he's done a lot of stuff up to this point, and you know, he's saying, all right, God, you know, you gotta help me out here a little bit. So yeah. Yeah, so this is interesting too. So this last verse says, "Do not take your Holy Spirit from me." He's asking God to do, and you know, again, you would know if you either read the Old Testament or looked into watched the House of David. But yeah, it says a good verse, Limp, and if you're not Limp, I don't know if you're a Bible reader or not, but if you want to start, or how I started reading the Bible was just looking through Proverbs and Psalms, because they're easy. They're verses like this. They're pretty uplifting. They're pretty like straightforward. So yeah, if you want a place to start reading the Bible, that would be where it's at. But David is pleading God not to take his spirit from him, and because he's asking that because he just kind of witnessed that with Saul, right? Like Saul, you know, was David before David. He was anointed by God. He was chosen by God to lead Israel as king. And then Saul didn't do what God asked him to do one time, probably more than once, but in this one scenario, didn't do what God asked him to do, and God kind of withdrew his favor from him. And so I think that enduring word is saying that's potentially where some of that fear is coming from in David. That's a really good point. Now, the good news is, and it goes on to explain this here in the enduring word, this doesn't necessarily, again, you talk about Old Testament, New Testament, this is one of those verses or one of those lines in that particular verse that doesn't really apply to the New Testament, because in the New Covenant, right, which is Jesus, believing in Jesus, the believer already has a new heart and is promised the abiding presence of the Holy Spirit. This point is technically true. It doesn't take away from the deep sense of a need of restoration and return to the first things that may mark an erring child of God, even under the New Covenant. So, like, what that's all that's saying is, like, the New Covenant, that, you know, believing in Jesus, and the New Testament after Jesus, right, is essentially saying that, you know, God's not gonna, like, it's not gonna happen like Saul, where God withdraws from you completely. But it's also, you know, maybe sometimes there does need to be that kind of like, hey, God, we need to reconnect again a little bit, you know. And again, it's not God, right? It's me, it's you. It's not God who is distant. It's us who are distant from Him. So we need to be the ones that need to kind of reel it back in every once in a while. I think that's what it's talking about here. So that's our verse of the day today. Like Limp said, yeah, it's a great verse. Definitely really like that one. So not too far from our top of descent here, we're getting ready. Only about 124 miles to go. We can request a landing dispatch from, what's it called? There we go, flight. Performance, or we can request landing performance, sorry, not dispatch. Request landing data. And let's see, 3-1 right still, is that still what we're planning? There's the bing bong for that. We are still planning 3-1 right in Dallas, Love. I don't know information India, 3-1 right, 3-1 left. Variable at 3 knots is the wind. So 3-1 right is still what we're expecting. Flap 30, 145 on the speed. So let's go ahead and here, and we'll go ahead with this. And we'll maybe just do 145 if we want to change that, +5 wind correction. And we're doing the RNAV approach, and we're going to be visual, right? So what Tom said for the visual approach, and I still don't understand this one completely, but Tom said for the visual approach, you set your minimums to field elevation. So field elevation in, and we can, let me see, where's freaking Navigraph? There it is. Take a look at it together here. Top left, 487 are the mins. He said that's kind of what you do, generally speaking, when it's a visual approach. You set your minimums to the field elevation. So when your 1,000-foot call out goes, it's not off the minimums, which is 200 above. Typically, it's off the actual field elevation, so you actually know when you're 1,000 feet off the ground. So that's what Tom says. We're gonna take Tom's word for that. Lim said, I have a question about the virtual airlines you're in which one's more highly detailed. Honestly, the Southwest one is probably like, it's got the dispatch. I feel like it's a little more like interactive and everything like that. However, and it's like, it's cool too, like the way we're doing it right now. Let me see, can I show you guys this or no? Where's the Southwest thing? I can't really show you it, but the like the landing performance that I just requested, it gives you the wind, it gives you the local QNH, which is correct, 3011. It gives you your landing weight, your runway, your flaps, your landing speeds, and then your target speed as well, which is +5. And then it also gives you brake cooling schedule, manual 145 knots, weight 135.5, no special procedures required, parked cool time 57 minutes. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Love Cars 5 Mexican Aviators. So it's a pretty cool thing, I think. And like the you can have it, you know, request takeoff data for you and give you an actual dispatch. If you don't do a SimBrief flight plan, you can have it kind of make one for you, and then it'll put it in SimBrief. Now, like I said, the one time I tried that, it didn't go super well, but we'll probably redo that again at some point anyways. So, hey, let me sneeze. So anyways, we got a nice tailwind right now, 257 knots. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see that. 57 knots there. Nice tailwind. But anyway, so Love Cars is really cool. Delta uses black box or something like that. And it's also, it's not bad. It's pretty good. The A Cars isn't as interactive as the Love Cars one. Slammed at -534. That's why Tom's a pro, man. Tom's a pro. He knows what he's doing. So anyway, that's funny though. But Black Box isn't quite as like detailed as Love Cars, I feel like. But I also feel like it's a little easier to use, a little more straightforward, and the flight attendant announcements are a lot better. Like I said earlier, it's like literally like a Delta flight attendant who just like did a voice recording for this or something. It sounds really, really good versus the Love Cars one sounds a little robotic. So we'll see. We'll take a look at, you know, we're taking a look at Love Cars today. We'll take a look at Black Box tomorrow. So it should be a pretty interesting little contrast there. So talking about RNAV approaches here as well. I've been loving these RNAV Zulu approaches, which we learned from Tom. The difference, again, we learned from Tom. The difference between a Yankee and a Zulu, and I kind of realized this, I guess, but I guess I didn't really, like, I always noticed this, but I didn't realize that was like just specific to the Zulu approaches. So an RNAV Yankee approach, or, you know, if you're at an airport that doesn't have either of them, it would just be an RNAV approach, a normal LPV with WAS and everything like that. So like this approach, the RNAV Yankee, since they do have a Zulu, they have to title it Yankee. So the RNAV Yankee approach is more just like an ILS, right? It's got a couple fixes, and then if you were like coming for, like, we're coming from the northwest, so, you know, you just kind of get vectored on for like a base, or downwind and a base, and then a turn into final, is kind of how that would go. And it's more like an ILS. But this RNAV Zulu approach, we'd started up from Jalem, which is the initial approach fix, so we're coming down from this way. So it's just Tom calls it a curved approach. So it's literally just gonna be, we're just gonna follow this all the way in. So we've got our minimum set. We can basically just set 1,900 feet. And we'll just fly. We could really, and what you would really want to do if you want to fly it past 1,900 feet is set the field elevation, which we've talked about is 500 feet. So basically, it'll take VNAV all the way down from our cruising altitude to 500 feet on this approach. That's pretty sweet. I don't know how many years I've been looking at RNAV approaches, never noticed that too. Learn something new all the time. Yeah, man, that's the beautiful thing about aviation. You're always learning something new. So yeah, I mean, he just, you know, he's been great with showing us some of that stuff. So that's been awesome. Let's see if Dak throws another touchdown here. Hopefully, it's a big gain. We'll take it. So we have our minimum set to field elevation 487. We've got this set to 500 feet. So it'll take us all the way down to 500 feet when we start the approach. And then let's just double check and make sure that there's no, yeah, see the vectors right here. We don't want that JLM. So we just want Jeffrey's the last fix on the stars. So you can see it. It's really far away. It's outside the freaking, it's like, this is like 25 miles, I think, this ring. Something like that. So Jeffrey, the last fix is like 30 miles away. So then it's vectors essentially to JLM, but we're just going to connect it. So we don't have any vectors. So we'll go ahead and step through it real fast as well, just so we kind of know what we're looking at here. So yeah, Jeffrey and then Jalen, and then it's just going to be, like he said, just a nice curved approach, and it's just going to take us all the way down to the runway. So really, really cool. The RNAV Zulus do that. Like I said, yeah, I've never noticed that that's actually what they do specifically, so that's pretty sweet. So, and then the arrival and everything pretty straightforward. 11,000 at Greg's, and then into Jeffrey, and then I think, what is this at? This is at 3,300 is kind of the MEA for this, so we'll just kind of track that in like we talked about. So yeah, guys, not too much longer left here. 50 miles to go till top of descent. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to go over, anything else I wanted to show you guys. I don't really think so. Auto brake 2 is fine. Oh, another thing. So I've been doing this. So this is a cool thing, Limp. And this is something that actually the black box does not do, is show you where you're parking. And this, oh, here we go. They do have the terminal chart right here. So Love Cars says our gate number is going to be gate 8. So that is right here. Here's gate number 8. And then to us, that's what? That's like 1, 2, 3 in from the curve here. It's like 1, 2, 3. So gate 8 is like right here. So we're going to come off 3-1 right, and we're going to probably get off at probably Mike 5, to be honest. Either way, we'll probably go Bravo and then Bravo 5 into the gate, or if we do make it off at Mike 3, probably just also Bravo 5. So either way, I think we're going to go in from Bravo 5. So that's kind of going to be our goal. That's going to be our exit plan right there, is to make, maybe if we have to go to Mike 5, it's fine, but probably come back on Bravo 5 to the gate. So yeah, it actually, this Love Cars actually gives you gate numbers, which is pretty cool, versus the black box didn't. Unless somebody else has it. I literally only did my first flight on black box today. So if somebody else knows better than me, let me know. But I don't think black box gives you gate numbers. So yeah, looking good, guys. Rachel? What's Rachel? We're on so many things right now. We have Volanta right now. We've got all kinds of stuff. I kind of want to do a full... Have you... The Mexican Aviator has the co-pilot in Love Cars? No, how do you set that up? I tried. It says it's in there, but it doesn't do anything. How do you do it? My other question is, for both virtual airlines, do you have to fly on the network? Can you fly? You can fly offline as well. When you get the Love Cars, though, you have to make a selection where it'll have it allow you to not fly at the specific time, if that makes sense. So if the flight's scheduled to go out at 7 p.m., you'd have to fly it at 7 p.m. and it won't even let you load it up if it's not close to the time, unless you uncheck that box. So just so you know, I would do it, Limp. It's a lot of fun, and it's it's not really like a pilot's life where they like kick you out if you don't fly after a while. It doesn't sound like. So yeah, you should definitely do it. Haven't flown SVA for a while. Okay, wait, let me see. Is there how to get SVA co-pilot to work? Let me see if the virtual airline website says anything. You got kicked out? Oh shoot, never mind. So let's see. We made $400 from Southwest. I just don't know. Why does it do this? It asks for you to sign in like on your ID like every time, and now it's not gonna work. Do you have any idea how to set that up? I would love to. Have you ever done a, you know what, wait, let me ask the Discord. Oh shoot, I can't because there's like 2 channels. Oh wait, what? That's cool. They give you like a mock crew badge. That's pretty cool, actually. Sounds like we hit our top of descent. Anyway, what I was gonna ask you is, have you ever actually done like a full, like, requested a dispatch from them and everything? Because like I said, the one time I did it, it did not go very well. Gonna flick the belt signs on. I'm excited for you guys to see the Delta one tomorrow. The actual, like, the flight attendant calls are really, really cool. But let me see, it has an interactive co-pilot guide.
Always scan this section.
Whoa. It's making me pull up my control panel. Speech recognition. Okay, so I'll have to go do that after the stream.
Start magnifier.
Okay, let's stop. Okay, so there's a whole thing here. We'll have to actually go through this. We'll have to actually go through that. That seems cool. buying their first officer app. How much is it? I don't even know. 3011 was the altimeter setting going into Dallas Love, so we've got some cool stuff. And then the next couple of flights we've got scheduled with the Love cars. Now that's the other thing that I like you can do too with Love cars is you can actually book flights in advance and like create a little schedule for yourself. It doesn't really seem like you can do that with Black Box. So honestly, Limp, as I kind of go through this, I would say Love cars is definitely better. I think Black Box is easier to use, but just because there aren't as many features. Like, there's a lot of really, really cool features with Love Cars. Like, it gives you, when you generate a dispatch, like, it generates you, like, a totally custom, like, dispatch and everything. It's actually really cool. So, anyway, our next flight is Dallas to Nashville, and then Nashville to Pittsburgh, and then Pittsburgh. Actually, I don't have a route, so I do want to see what kind of routes they have for Pittsburgh, though. Limp said... what you're doing now is starting to sound like you're gonna crash your stream. Is it? Or just that voice? Is that what you were talking about? I'm done with that. I'm not doing that till after. Pittsburgh to Baltimore. We gotta try out Baltimore again in the sim. I feel like they updated it, but I also don't know. I guess they have a lot of routes out of Pittsburgh. I guess I didn't realize that. Midway, maybe? Midway would be a lot of fun. We should definitely... I think we should go to Midway from Pittsburgh. Or we just... Has anybody been to Baltimore recently in the sim in 2020? Yeah, no, that didn't sound good. We're gonna wait to do that till later. Yeah, Midway, Mexican Aviator. Has anybody been to Baltimore, though? I want to give it a fair shot. Like, I feel like there's a lot of cool routes in and out of Baltimore, but... Joss's Packers are going on to kick a game-tying field goal with 2:32 left. I don't have scenery for it. Yeah, well, I don't think there is a good Baltimore scenery. And let me see. BWI MSFS. There was a, I thought I had this. Wait, what is this? Thurgood Marshall. I never downloaded this, but it says in the description like the ILSs don't work or something like that. If not using Navigraph data, SIDS and stars for runway 15 right at 33 after missing the ILS are never approaches. This cannot be fixed. Oh. Okay, so, but if we are using Navigraph, that should work. Okay, so maybe I should download the fix for Baltimore. There's a free one. And then there is a Latin VFR for Microsoft, but it's probably, the base airport is so bad, like, it almost doesn't even matter. Yeah, like the Delta, the black box one would have done like a couple announcements by now and like talked about like going around and picking up trash and stuff. It's pretty cool. I'm excited to show you guys that, like I said. But we'll get into that tomorrow. Probably be a noon o'clock stream tomorrow. You need 321 Neo because why not? Yeah, sure, man. Let's check that out. Let's also look at the CTAF frequency for the Dallas Love Airport. CTAF-KDAL. And it is, oh wait, Austin, let's see if Austin's got some stuff up. 23.7, sorry. 23.7. Austin has some stuff up. Let's see if that is anywhere near, no, it's way to the south, never mind. Freaking Concord going into Austin. Yeah, so 23.7 is our frequency going into Dallas Love today, so we'll just go ahead and get that pulled up. I don't think there's anybody going into Dallas. I think there's just got this TBM doing some pattern work or something, it looks like, so we should be pretty free to hop in there. Looks like I'm going to lose my other league. See, I've still got Bijan, Nick Chubb to go. Nick Chubb's Monday night. Bijan, oh, it's the Falcons and the 49ers are Sunday Night Football tonight. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I've got to go on Monday. 30 points from Keenan Allen today, 12 from Zach Ertz, that was big. 8 from DK Metcalf, sucks. 20 from Pittman, that was big. 13 from Sutton, not bad. He's been pretty terrible. He's been up and down this year, I should say. 1 point from the Steelers defense. Golly. The only thing I should have done, I think, is played... As of now, I should have played Matt Stafford. He got 27 points. Dak has 23, but probably going to lose this week. But the bummer. That is a bummer. Through 18,000, standard altimeter setting. And we're coming up on the end of the arrival, and then it'll be kind of transitioning into the approach, which, like I said, it's 11,000 at Greg's, and then I hope it picks up a good VNAV path after that, but I guess we'll just have to see. I'm not really going to give it any drag because the speed restrictions aren't really, there really aren't any on this arrival, so we'll be chilling all the way home. There you go. See, she sounds kind of like a robot, though.
Similarly sized electronic devices. All portable electronic devices may continue to be used in airplane mode, but must be secured for the remainder of the flight. Please ensure all carry-on items are completely under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin, leaving the area around your feet clear. Please raise your seat back and tray table to full upright in locked position and fasten your seatbelt. We will come by one last time to pick up cups, cans, newspapers, and any other trash. Thank you.
Oh, dang it. I just... Well, closing out of my YouTube is better than me closing out of the freaking stream.
Get the brake
that's
here.
not what I want to do. My bad. There we go. Been so long. Can't remember, it's been so long, but it sounds like my ex-wife talking. The voice, that's hilarious. Oh, Limp, your Broncos just took the lead, man. Bo Nix scrambles it in. It'll be a 2-minute drill for Jackson Dart and the Giants. 30 minutes to get ready to count the Broncos out. They were getting smashed, dude. They rallied. The boys rallied. Oh, there's only a minute left. There might be. It'll be a 1 minute drill for the. Who's and what's it's the Gants. And Bo Nix with 40 points on the day. When I start Danny Dimes, Bo Nix does great. When I start Bo Nix, Danny Dimes does great. There's just no winning with this team. I'm lucky that I'm beating the other guy pretty good in my league, in my other league, but he's also got Bijan going. I don't like analysts who never played or coach football. Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Oh wait, no landing lights yet. Tom says all the external lights, other than the landing lights, you save the landing lights for clear to land. Once you're through, I should have done that through 18,000 actually is what I should have done, but here we are. So we'll do the Delta 737 tomorrow. Wow, the Giants just picked up a 4th and 19. That was a roughing the passer anyway. Oh, that's so soft. I'm just following through with a hit. That's crazy. The roughing the passer penalties are so soft because they don't actually call the ones that should be roughing the passer. They're like, oh, it's all to prevent the big ones. It's to prevent the big ones. It's like, well, they don't. You let the big ones go. Oh, and Jackson Dart. Oh my gosh, they would have picked it off, but they hit each other. That's crazy. Jackson Dart just lobbed it up. Broncos could have sealed it. About that Hail Mary from Aaron Rodgers, though, in the Steelers game. I know we lost, but golly, that was a freaking... He still got an arm. They're turning some lights on. It's getting to be that time in the evening. Beautiful PMDG 737. Chris Collinsworth. Look at that. It's a good looking bird right there. This is definitely a little bit of a throwback stream too, by the way. If you go back, I think my first stream ever was either into or out of Dallas as Southwest. No, it was, oh no, it was Denver to Vegas and it was dark. I do remember that. First stream ever, Denver to Vegas. We were in like a really long line leaving Denver. I do remember that. And then, are we really going to be really high coming through here? No, it says we're on. And then it was the second stream I ever had was Houston, Dallas, Houston. Freedom 1. Then Houston, Austin. And the Indie Builds 300 came out right around the time I started streaming. I didn't realize that. That was one of my, that was like my fifth stream was the Indie Build A300. Limp, that was a year ago. Remember whenever I said that, I was like, we've done this approach into here before, into Rio, in the 330 Neo. And I just looked at it now. It's the headwind A339, or A330 Neo, and we did a turn out of there in the 330 Neo. I didn't realize that was a year ago, though. That's crazy. Time does fly. Legendary quote from Andy from I guess that'll also be 2 years, because it'll be I've been streaming for, it'll be 2 years coming up this like Christmas season, because that VATSIM event, that was because we had another Christmas since that one that I did. So I started streaming around Christmas time of 2023, so it'd be about 2 years here soon. So, but yeah, time does fly, man. I mean, 11 months ago I was streaming the Emirates, or the fly-by-wire 380, which is crazy. 11 months old. But legendary quote from who was it, Andy from The Office. I forget exactly what it was, something to the effect of like, I wish we'd know it was the good old days before we'd actually left them, or I wish you'd had the chance to know that it was the good old days before you actually left them, and try to live in the moment, be here now. And then 10 months ago we did a 2024 stream. Jeez. Crazy. The career mode. I've been thinking about career mode lately. I want to get back into it a little bit, but I also just hate 2024 so much. Oh wait, no, maybe this will be only the second. Limp! So 8 months of membership.
For 8 months.
Whoa, that's crazy. Wait, really? Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to start thinking about doing something for the members for 1 year. Holy crap. Wow. 8 months? Jeez. Wow. Crazy stuff. Even the 737 MAX was 8 months ago. That's around February of this year. Jeez Louise. Builds A350 was about, what was this going to be, like 7 months ago? 7 months ago? Dang, bro. I swear, all these streams feel like they were like yesterday. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Should I put more time into getting 2024 to work, or should we just stay set in Limp? I know your answer, Limp. Should I put more time into getting 2024 to work, or should I just, I don't know what to do here with 2024, because I don't even know what's wrong. I feel like just every time I load it up, something terrible happens. Remember that push to 1,000 took forever? I do remember that, bro. That took a long time. It took a long time. I feel like, yeah. Wait till stable update 4 comes out? Okay. stable update for? Is it in the all the cool things will be on 2024? 2024 is cool. I mean, it's just, when is the stable update coming out, you know? Where is it? Where do you go see whether or not you're on like the beta and stuff? Where is that at in Steam? I forget. Manage. So in properties, right? Installed file. Oh, betas. Here it is. Sim update 4 beta. Okay, so it's in the beta next month or December 1. Okay, I just saw some of those news channel Microsoft videos, and they were saying like, "Oh, big things are coming, big changes." So I don't know. Maybe. I just feel like getting all the planes to work is just such a process. Like, I got the PMDG triple in there, but now I got to try to get the liveries in there. I copy and pasted the Max. Does anybody have the iFly Max over in there or no? Ente, what's up, man? Welcome. The beta is questionable right now. Great. That's all right, man. Does anybody have the Max in 2024? And because I just copied and pasted the iFly file over, but it wasn't in there. The clickbait big changes are coming. Yeah. Alright, well, let's see. We're doing 230 right now. Oh shoot, we forgot to set up our fix rings. Our final approach point is Turkey. So TI RKE, and we'll do a 6-mile ring, a 4-mile ring, and a 2-mile ring around Turkey. And that'll probably put us about 10 miles out right now, so we'll call Dallas traffic southwest 2387. We're about 10 miles to the northwest inbound, runway 31 right on the RNAV Zulu's Delta, or Dallas. There it is. Reinstall the iFly Max for 24. Oh, really? I didn't know. Then will you not have it in 2020 as well, or will you still have it? Let's pull the speed back a little bit. Max 210 knots here at Weens, which is our next approach, which is our next fix here. So let's go to flaps Un. I only bought it when I switched to 2024. Fair enough. Okay. Maybe I'll try uninstalling and reinstalling it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep this speed coming back here because this is gonna get away from us pretty quick, I feel like. We go to flaps 2. Get some speed brake out. Yeah, loving these RNAV approaches lately, man. This is pretty sweet. All right, let's go flaps to 5. Oh, we should be flaps 5 at the 6-mile ring, so we should be about gear down by now. Here, let's go ahead and go gear down. We'll go to flaps 10 right now. And then flaps 15, I believe, under 180. Just keep working this speed back. Or 175, I think Tom said was the flaps 15 number. Dallas left traffic, southwest 2387, rolling out at about a 5-mile final runway, 31 right on the RNAV, Dallas. How's 2020 working? Oh, 2020 is always good, man. Come on. You know 2020 is always good.
1
the speed brakes away. And then the 2-mile ring, we'll go landing flaps. We'll go all the way down to flaps 30. The beautiful city off our nose. The Big Apple. There she is, the beauty of the RNAV Zulu. Let's see if we got clear to land. All of our lights are set. I'm gonna pull up love cars just to be safe here. I'm probably gonna run another flight tonight at some point just to see how see if I can get the guy to work, the co-pilot, but we'll see. Fly with Ty, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Looking good, feeling good right there. Whew. I mean, look at that. That is a sight to behold right there, guys. Look at that. Alright, let's go auto throttle off. And autopilot off. Let's get some landing rates in the chat. What are we thinking? And then it'll be a left turn when we're able. Let me see, where's the... There it is. I was looking for my 5th green light. 195, 137, all right. Ente, the Volanta overlay is working so good. It's so much better than Fly Live. And it's free too. It's not like it's a paid for option or anything like that. 65 says Fly with Ty. I'll try.
$100. 50. 30. 10.
No, hold it. Don't balloon. Just hold it. Okay, it sounded good. We'll see what it ends up being here. Yeah, it felt so stable, Ente. And I'm going to go ahead and hop on the brakes here. Ente, that approach felt really stable, dude. I didn't even really have to... I barely touched the throttles. And there you go, there's the flight attendant. Barely had to touch the throttles, man. That's the time of night it is right now, though, man. 7:45 here. That's about right. Dallas traffic, Southwest 2783. Clear of all runways back to the ramp on Bravo. Last call, Dallas. Need to rewatch that? Oh, yeah. I will hop over on Bravo here. I will leave those lights on. Give me a stop right here, actually, for a second. We'll go ahead with the dim cabin light. Strobes come off, wing lights come off. APU can start.
Please check the monitors in the terminal for your flight and gate number.
There we go.
We certainly have enjoyed sharing part of our day with you. We know you have a choice when you fly, and we thank you for choosing Southwest.
Sorry, I wanted this one here, and we'll go ahead and flaps up. And our geometer was 93. Remember me saying that? Okay. That's worth a short. Oof. Just a perfect time to fly right now. You got nice ATC there? Yeah, the tower. You see that? I think we didn't actually have any ATC unless I broke some rules right there. And then we are going to, we're going to kind of follow this for a little bit and then make the turn onto Bravo 5 for gate number 8. Which, what does that say there? There we go. I wonder if the speed brakes ever actually came up, because it did not look like we were decelerating very fast. There's a radar on since 3 hours 30 minutes. In Dallas? In Austin? Maybe. Not up here in Dallas, though. Texas is big, Ente. I didn't even really realize how far away Austin was from Dallas. Alright, so the center line's like right in the corner of the fire warning pretty much, so we need to remember that as we... So gate 8 I think is going to be, it was like, what, it was like 1, 2, 3, I think that's going to be gate number 8 right there. Going slow for Southwest? I know, bro. You're right. P3 right here. I think it's going to be this one. Oh, look at this nice long line we have to track right here. No excuse to have a bad park job on this one, guys. Come on. Let's freaking lock in. Right on the corner of the fire warning, pretty much. Oh, go ahead and stop it there. Oh, you're good. Alright, go ahead and set the parking brake. Let's go overhead and we'll get the APU gens on, APU bleeds on, and we can go ahead and kill the engines. And APU bleed is on. All that stuff is going to stay. We'll go beacon light off. I just got my email from Southwest Virtual. Look at that beautiful evening. Look at that beautiful park job. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Could have been a little bit more to the left, but not too shabby there. We'll see if we can get GSX pulled up here, and we'll get some details here. Yeah, Albuquerque Center was on. That was a while ago, though. Isolated parking. I think we're about as not isolated as you can get. All right, let's start with V-Pilot, or Volanta. We'll go ahead with the display capture. We could take a look at Volanta together. We'll go ahead and end this flight, and we will go to how do you do this? You go to flights, and I think we can see some statistics here. 127 on landing rate. Somebody said 130 something. 137. Limp was 10 off. Limp just knows me so well. He knows what I'm going to get before I actually get it. That was pretty close, though, Ahmed. 93. That was pretty close. And then I think Love Cars is also pretty synonymous with this in terms of the landing rate. Let's see. 127. Yeah, it's exact same there on Love Cars. So, yeah, guys, I think that's going to pretty much do it. Let's see. Let's take a look at our reports. Phoenix to Dallas is all said and done, and I don't think there's really anything else to look at there, so we can close out of Love Cars for now. Actually, no, because I have some things I want to do with that, but we're going to close out of V-Pilot for now, and VATSIM Radar, we can go ahead and log off of that. Limp said 137, that's pretty close. 127, fly with Ty, 127, so Lamp was so lucky parking. That was all skill, brother. I don't want to hear about it. But, hey, man, appreciate all you guys being here. We're going to be back tomorrow, probably around noon. Yeah, we're going to get back tomorrow, probably around noon. We're going to be in the Delta virtual airline, unless, if I can get this working, if I can get this FO working, we might have to do a Southwest virtual airline as well. We might do 2 streams tomorrow. Who the heck knows? But either way, guys, like and subscribe and turn the notifications on so that way you can do that as well. Consider becoming a member if you want to support the channel financially. Shout out to Limp for being an 8-month member. He's got to be one of the longest standing members, if not the longest standing member. Dude got a virtual contract before an IRL airline contract, bro. Tell me about it. This is the closest I'll ever get to working for Southwest, probably. But appreciate all you guys for being here, man. Hope your football teams are doing well today, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Like I said, stay tuned for our flight tomorrow that we're going to do. So appreciate you guys. We'll see you then. Peace.